Hey everyone, Grouchy Lenny here. So I got into Locksport in October of 2024. Um, Ordered an FNG kit in early October and got that in mid-October and started picking and just got hooked, completely hooked into it. I piecemealed a couple other bits of equipment from Covert Instruments and Sparrows, and I was looking to get my first complete pick set, tool set, a more well-rounded tool set. Um, Started researching it. I like to research things when I get into hobbies and such. So I spent a fair amount of time researching, trying to decide what would be the best path to go. And I kept hearing all these Locksporters who I respect and watch their streams and things like that and follow them. And they all had good things to say about Jimy Long's. Unfortunately, Jimy Long's picks were always listed as sold out when I went to the website. And then I heard somewhere that, well, he's preparing a huge production of them. And it's just, he's a one man shop, so it's just going to take some time to get everything all lined up and together and assembled and packed up and ready to go. Once he does, they will be coming online. So, my wife and I were at the laundromat doing our comforters, and I was idly flipping through my phone that Friday evening, and sure enough, his store had finally come online. So I bought the intermediate set. I picked up the gem hooks, and then a couple weeks later, I got the basic set. So that's kind of what you see before you here is these three sets here. We got the basics, the intermediate, and the gem hooks, and they're not in that order in the lineup. I've organized them a little differently, but you get the Z-bar tuning wrenches with the basic set. You get the Topic Key flat Z wrenches with the intermediate set. The basic set comes with 2 hooks and a rake. The intermediate set comes with 4 hooks and a rake. 4 hooks and a rake. No, that's right. And then the gem set comes with 3 gem hooks. Now I've got an additional piece here, and that's because when I ordered the basic set, Jimmy had actually sent it to me missing a couple of the turners, which is fine. Mistakes happen. It's not a big deal. But I got to tell you, this is what really impressed me is he actually sent me an email before I received the product notifying me that there might have been a mistake with the order and to let him know if it was shy any turning tools. I received it a few days later. I was missing the turning tools. I let him know within days. Not only was I provided with the missing turning tools, but he also included this. It looks like a short round hook. Doesn't have a handle. Doesn't have the resin handle, but yeah, just as a little add-on, to make up for the inconvenience, which I really didn't have any inconvenience. I had plenty of turning tools, as it turns out. I had, my Covert Instruments 2-in-1s, and I had some Sparrows, Top T, and everything. So I wasn't missing anything at all. But I tell you what, that kind of customer service is rare these days. So I was most impressed. And Jimy Long has a fan. I mean, I can see why people like dealing with him. It's everyone makes mistakes, but the fact that he preemptively got out there, got ahead of the shipment really, and contacted me, and I heard a couple other people had a similar story. So the fact that he got out there, addressed it, took care of it, super fast. I mean, you can't beat that kind of customer service. And so he's definitely got a customer in me. And I've even actually ordered. I have a set of the flat hooks in 1500s that's not here. I've got it put away for now, but I've since ordered that, and I also ordered another one of the 1900s basic sets. which I plan to include in a subscriber appreciation giveaway down the road here. So, yeah, I will be buying for Jimy Long. I will be getting more products from Jimy Long. Not just because of the customer service, but the picks are fantastic. They really are. They're good quality. You can tell, very solid. They got little flecks. These are 1900s, but that's in line with other quality tools that I have that are in 1900s. They're very much in line with that. There's just enough flexibility, but they don't feel fragile. I still don't use them for things like handcuff escapes or anything super meaty. Some of my clunkier master locks I stick to the 2300 or 2500 thickness for, but man, for everything else this has been my go-to pick, this short flat here. And I don't have much experience with the gem hooks. I think they're kind of gem, I don't know if you kind of like half diamond. I'll show you these two profiles. But these are my go-tos now when I'm working on locks, and like I said, I just started working more with the gem, trying to get the hang of that. The flats have always been kind of my standard profile, but you know what? Let's just try it. My one complaint seems to be the same complaint that a lot of other people have, which is that while these are fantastic quality tools, it'd be nice if there was some sort of indication on them of the thickness. Because I know these are all 1900s tension tools. You can kind of figure out, after kind of fiddling with them, which one's thickest and stuff. But obviously, it would be nice to be able to tell that kind of at a glance. And I know 44 Delta has come up with some colored plastic beads that snap into the holes here, so you can do color coding there. And I'll probably get some shrink wrap or something for the turning tools eventually. I'll get something, a heat shrink or something that I can put on them. But yeah. Other than that, zero complaint on these. The feedback is fantastic, even with the handle. I'm used to using all metal handles, so I was a little curious what it's going to be like when I started using one that had more of a plastic, or I don't think this is just straight plastic. You have to forgive my ignorance of the type of material, but it's got a good feel to it. I've got bigger hands, so sometimes the small picks without handles, I get a little bit of fatigue in my fingers when I'm working with those for a while, and I don't get that with these. I can definitely work with these for a much longer time before I start kind of tiring out. Let me try something with the gem hook here. But yeah, I'm really pleased with these. The Jimy Long's Basics set. Flat hook has definitely become my go-to now. I'm a fan of the gem hook too. Sorry, blanking out here trying to focus on this lock. But yeah, I just can't recommend it enough. The flat roll pouches is nice, it's fine. There's nothing particularly exceptional or detrimental about it. If you like that style, if you like a tool roll style, it's good. It's good, I like it. I don't know if I'll stick with that in the long term. I may go with something more of a pocketed zippered solution. But for now, it's fantastic. It's doing the job. I'm happy with it. It seems very solid, seems well made. which is consistent with, the picks are just really, really great quality. I can't recommend them enough. So yeah, if you're looking at something, I know his inventory has been a little more selective since right before the holidays. I think it was the last time I saw the store completely in stock. But keep an eye on it. I'm sure he'll be restocking as he goes. Maybe just during the holidays. Like I said, it's a one-man shop, so he's doing this all. He's, getting the products together, assembled, packaged, getting the orders shipped out. That's a lot. That's a lot for one person. So, I'm sure he probably wanted to enjoy the holidays, and I'm guessing he probably has a full-time job on top of this, and maybe some other commitments and things like that. So, but yeah, I can't recommend his products enough. If you're looking for a set, if you're looking to get into Locksport, he's got a very basic starter set that goes for $10. It's got one hook, one rake, and a 40 thousandths tension tool. And for $10, it's a good deal, really quality. That's a great place to start if you're curious. I would go with that. If you already, and that's in 23 thousandths, so it's a little thicker than these, which is probably good for a beginner, because the thinner they are, the more likely you are to bend them if you don't really know what you're doing. If you're manhandling it and just over muscling things too much, which is often the tendency. If you haven't really developed the finesse and learned to really better control your picking strength and your tensioning, you're probably better off sticking with those 23 thousandths. But otherwise, if you're already into Locksport, you're just looking for a good set, I'm going to recommend go with the basics and intermediate. If you want to look into the gem hooks, I know they're pretty popular. A lot of people like the gem profile, and a lot of people like Jimy's gem profile too. So I don't know what else to say other than I'm a fan. I strongly recommend them, and hope this was informative and helpful to you. Take care, keep on picking and grinning. Bye.